From 2K Sports, get ready for some NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. Paul George out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Quentin Grimes. And it's Maxey in at the point guard position. And for Boston, at the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Derek White out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Keita in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. We know things can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
Now here's Tatum. And he caught that pass in full stride on his
looks don't equate to points.
Maxey passes to Embiid, and here's Oubre, hounded by Tatum. Back to Embiid. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
The control and focus.
I wondered what Coach has in store for PG tonight. Hopefully a low-scoring game, Coach joked, going on to say we'll throw some aggressive defenses his way.
A block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Got chumps.
Thanks. Well, Joel Embiid rarely wanted to share all of his cards, coming off of what he called the most important offense.
Pass to Keita. 1:16 left to play in the first. Here's Brown. Tatum from long range. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
Yeah, stretching that deep. They controlled the boards in the first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. We've got Jared McCain, Kelly Oubre out there with Paul George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey, and it's Embiid in at the center.
Tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Brian?
Thanks a lot, Allie. So it's Boston now, following the score by Philadelphia. Pass to Boucher. Here's Hauser. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, I love that.
White, the pass to Boucher. Here's Garza. And here's Hauser. Shoots over George. And it falls all over the rim and in. Hauser's got his second basket. McCain against White. Left side Maxey. And that one is stuffed right through.
Only 6'2", but Maxey got some spring in his step.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. To the right side, three-pointer Embiid. Oh, book it, Embiid.
Once you're a champion.
Now here's Maxey. And there it is for him. And it's a 10-point Philadelphia lead.
Sometimes the D likes to get physical with Maxey, but he has no back down in him.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Brown with it. George defending. To halt the run. Oh, Jaylen Brown from extended range. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, this
lead by 9. Oubre finds Embiid. And Embiid fires it home.
Flat out dominant. Joel Embiid having his way tonight.
George against Brown. Pass to Garza. Now here's Simons. Now Tatum. He's covered by Oubre. Tatum showing off the strength.
And sometimes
the big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback. One side trying to protect their lead. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown are the wingmen, and it's Simons in at the 1. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
Yeah,
He'll probably find a higher percentage shot.
Now here's George. This is the most they've led, 13 points. No coverage that time. Embiid's got 5 points now this quarter.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it. And
they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Here's Tatum. He's got 5. On the wing, Simons. And right away, they've matched it with a three-pointer of their own. And Boston pushing it up now. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
That's good hustle. Tatum beating several guys up the floor, putting himself in a position to contribute.
Maxey against Simons. George, a screen on Simons. George outside. Pass to Embiid. Fades away. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far.
Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
Now here's Brown. He's got 6. Pass to Queta. Up and in on the layup. Queta's got 6.
Well, he's had it rolling all night.
Into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Taking a look at Philadelphia. George and Embiid are up front. Maxey out there with Quentin Grimes. And it's Edgecombe in at the 3, small forward. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They've got a 9-point lead. Pass to Embiid. The kick out to Maxey. And the bucket is good.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
The Celtics shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Brown passes to Simons. From down in the low post, it goes.
There, the right pass to a ready shooter.
Out to the wing. Embiid from outside. Hits the three-pointer. Embiid's got 24.
Without missing a beat, Embiid gets the shot up. And that's the work of an assertive offensive player.
Simons with it. Guarded now by George. Hauser passes to Pritchard. Back to Hauser. Let's go with a 3. Pure from three-point range.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Pass to Edgecombe. Here's George. Here's Embiid, covered by Boucher. Here's Grimes. And the 76ers another. Boucher on the screen. Down low. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Boucher's got his first 2 points.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Embiid, a screen on Brown. Pass to Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. Embiid inside, covered by Boucher. And here's another one for the Sixers.
And it only makes sense.
Now Embiid. Let's loose for 3. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Stops, fellas. We know how good our offense is. Now I need you to communicate and tee up out there.
And Allie, thanks. It's off his foot. And it's whistled to kick. Tatum. Tatum knocks it down. He's locked in right now.
Having added so much strength, Tatum can take the contact and stay balanced.
Legs, we've seen players extend their primes, extend their careers. What's behind that?
Well, I think you have to look at the absolute best, LeBron James, and what he has been able to do in making that investment in floor, and it's ending up in his hands as a result.
Maxey, tipped. And so it's Philadelphia with the W. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey.